Good morning. Welcome to the annual symposium of the Center for Food Animal Wellbeing. I'm Dave Caldwell. I currently serve as director of the Center for Excellence in Poultry Science and the head of the Department of Poultry Science. Really glad you're here with us this morning. Getting this center back up and active again was a very important objective of our administration and our statewide stakeholders. We're very fortunate a little over a year and a half ago to have hired Dr. Shauna Weimer, who serves as director of the Center for Food Animal Wellbeing. Again, thank you for joining us today. Really glad you're here, and I'll introduce Dr. Weimer.
Wow. Thank you very much, Dr. Caldwell. So I'm very excited for our program today. Thank you everyone who is here in person and virtually. This is the 9th annual Center for Food Animal Wellbeing Symposium, aptly named Rooted in Responsibility, Connecting Sustainability, Animal Welfare, and Agriculture. And I'm really excited for all of the speakers today. Last year, when we restarted the symposium, it was specifically focused on poultry, and this year we have some diversity in our species and topics. So welcome to the symposium. We have attendees here from academia, production, allied industry, and other stakeholder animal agricultural organizations. So again, thank you for coming. And I was wondering, has anyone attended this symposium in the past? Raise your hands. Great. I hope to see these numbers grow every year. And we have about 50 in-person registrants and 187 virtual, which are higher numbers than last year, and great. So the vision for the Center for Food Animal Wellbeing is to advance animal welfare now and for future generations through education, research, and outreach. And the mission is to disseminate science-based information and drive innovation towards practices and technologies that cultivate animal welfare for ethical and sustainable food systems. A little bit of a history on the center that's near and dear to my heart. The first director for the center was Dr. Yvonne Thaxton, and this symposium was held from 2011 to 2016 by Dr. Thaxton. And then Dr. Karen Christensen, who's one of our speakers today, hosted the symposium in 2017. And as Dr. Caldwell mentioned, we restarted last year. So a little bit more about the center. We sponsor and host events. You can see we hosted the center sponsored a symposium at the Poultry Science Association meeting last year. And we provide science-based animal welfare information for all of our stakeholders. And these relations can yield fruitful applied research projects as well as adding to animal welfare standards. So actually this picture in the top corner is from yesterday, where Dr. Christensen gave us a tour of her research farm for a different meeting. I would like to thank PACO, the Professional Animal Auditor Certification Organization, for offering up to 5 continuing education credits for attending the symposium. So certificates of attendance can be given upon request. And moving into our speakers today, our first speaker is Dr. Courtney Daigle, an associate professor at Texas A&M. And her title is You're Not Operating in a Vacuum, Assessing How the Structure of the Beef Industry Impacts Cattle Welfare. So we got some first hooves here. Our second speaker is Dr. Nicole Anderson, assistant professor at Texas Tech University. So we have some Texans here. And the title of her talk is Gotta Walk Before You Can Trot, What We Currently Know About Equine Welfare. So a different set of hooves. Our third speaker is Dr. Marissa Erasmus, an associate professor at Purdue University. And the title of her talk is Gateway to Sustainability, How the Environment Shapes the Walking Ability and Welfare of Meat Poultry. Our next speaker is Dr. Karen Christensen, Senior Director of Animal Welfare at Tyson Foods, talking about the light gradient promotes freedom of choice. And we just went to her facility yesterday, and it was awesome. And last but certainly not least, we have Beth Remley, Senior Staff Attorney at the National Agricultural Law Center, which I am just very pleased to have here. And the title of her talk is Farming by Referendum, Ballot Initiatives in the United States. So I'd like to thank the division, university, my lab, especially Chantel Pennicott for doing a lot of the work for this symposium, faculty, staff, and students in the poultry science and animal science departments, and catering. And last, definitely not least, I would like to thank our sponsors for today. And this is our program, so we'll get started with our first speaker. I have 2 speakers, then a break, 3 more speakers, lunch, and then a roundtable discussion at the end.